Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Washington Huskies trying to get back on top, coming off a strong season at 9-4. Jed Fish is starting to build back that roster. After his quarterback, Damon Williams, flirted with the transfer portal, he is back in purple and gold, and that is good news for the Huskies trying to build something special in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Washington Huskies offense will go on the attack first. The last time these two bitter rivals got together, it was the Ducks pulling out a close one.
And the level of execution always seems to be on display when these two teams play, right? Both teams normally have a signal caller who's going to go on and play in the National Football League, and it comes down to which team had the ball last. That was Oregon.
Yeah, and they took care of business late in the game. They handled the moment better than Washington did. Now Washington's had a lot of time to think about it. And are they ready for this moment? This is a good squad. Every single year, the Ducks are good. But Washington's game for this matchup.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Find some fresh air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. He's got the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams on the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. It's Williams again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Keeps it on first down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks offense will now get its first chance with the football. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Moore. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go getting positive yardage.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Williams will pass. Flips it out in the flat. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throwing, Williams. Got the back over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Moore, play action. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore. On target. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Quarterback keeper makes it past the marker. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. The screen, and watch out. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Moore with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. In the red area, it's Davison. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Williams from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Bringing the heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Play fake, Williams. Finds the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams to the air again. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's on target and complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Play action with Williams. It's complete! So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on third down? He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The run inside. It's Davison. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Here's a heat. He's got his man. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Running the red zone, it's Davison. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The give on the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here's Moore to throw. He caught it. Touchdown, Ducks! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him, so that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Williams looking for a man. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Washington again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. Williams unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll give it to Washington. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Here's Williams to throw. Get it out on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That slices the lead to 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Throwing more. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Williams will pass. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Pulled down for the tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete.
Man, that's one of those hits he's going to feel the next day. Quarterbacks don't get hit in practice. They don't get an opportunity to show elite toughness. Right there he did. He hung in the pocket, knew he was going to get hit, still delivered the strike. Nice toughness from the QB.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Dante Moore, the screen, he can go. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Hill. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the back. Headed to the end zone. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Red pass, it's complete.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Williams on the play fake. Pressure coming. Complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Throwing, Williams. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is Gordon. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it on the right. Shakes off the defender. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Now here's more. Here comes the heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. Fights off a defender. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll go play action with Moore. Swings it out to the flat. After the filthy move, he's got room. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Davison. Might have a chance. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Williams fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Williams to throw. Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.